So she thought that the Vandersloots were hiding Natalee
because she ran away.
Because she ran away and not going home. So it's like, give my daughter back.
Right.
Don't hide her. Don't believe everything you say. And then all of a sudden, Iran lied at the beginning. Hey, his girlfriend, he's 17 years old. But then, you know, who hasn't lied?
But how can you accuse a boy of doing something when you knew for a fact she was alive after he dropped her off? You spoke to her on the island.
When Beth arrived, you're saying that Beth knew that Natalee Holloway was alive and on the island.
Yep.
Because there was somebody giving her information, somebody who was in a respectable position here at that time. And we knew her very well, and she was giving,
So that explains that first poster. That
yeah.
was saying, call me, let's talk.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if your daughter was kidnapped, you wouldn't give out cell phone.
There was only a 3-hour window, if I recall, between 1:15 and 3:30 that Iran could account for.
Right.
So 3-hour window, I mean, it's common sense. 3-hour window. I mean, you know, you get the world baffled by a 3-hour window on a 17-year-old boy. But
who says I love you and miss you?
Who puts your nickname and does not go to the police station when you get off the airplane? Common sense. You get off the airplane, you're so distraught. I wonder if she collapsed. I wonder if she forgot about her bags. I wonder if she would have grabbed the taxi and said, take me straight to the police station. I wonder how many tissues she went through on the plane. I wonder who pushed her through a wheelchair through the airport. Your mother, you say in your book, you called the Washington Embassy. You knew your daughter was kidnapped and missing before you left the United States. But before you left the United States, this poster was made.
Was already printed.
It was not made in Aruba. This was made in the United States. So you knew in the States it says kidnapped, murdered, disappeared. That's not what you put your nickname and your cell phone all over Aruba. You don't do that.
And you'd get off the plane and go directly to the police.
To the police.
Right.
Common sense. Nobody has looked at the timeline from the time she arrived. You know, we can't change anything from this point. Anything that's happened, we can't point the fingers. But now, prove us wrong. Just take a lie detector. You have no reason. You take a lie detector test. Did you have problems at home? Did you know? Has Aruba and everybody else been blamed? Did you know that there was some stuff going at home and you did not share with people?
Yeah, so you talked about sexual abuse at home.
That was told to us.
What proof do you have that she was sexually abused?
Her best friend told us, Carol Standifer, and I have it on tape. And I played it. I played it for the prosecutor. Her best friend told us. Who does that?
Sexual abuse by who, do you think? Who is it, do you think, was the perpetrator?
Her stepfather.
Her stepfather.
Her stepfather. That everybody else, a lot of people think too.
People know. People know in America.
Because when your best friend says, when you tell someone, if I was to ask you something about your best friend's husband or stepfather, whatever, I was ask you, and your friend, if I was to say, and you looked at me and you says, it's no surprise, I know.
Her friend Miriam Ann Smith in America
Miriam Ann Smith in
so
America.
So that would be a motive for her to run away.
Yeah, bring her in.
And there's some friends.
People
those
know
girls,
in America, and shame on you. Shame on you.
And why didn't anybody interview the pilot of that airplane who flew her here? How come he let her put 11 o'clock in that book?
Right.
How come no?
And let Iran take the fall for something he didn't do.
Let all those
he did not
boys,
do it.
all those
he didn't
boys,
do anything.
let the families, let the island, let Holland. How come nobody has looked at her timeline?
Because everyone wants to look at his. And has.
Let me see what else I wanted to ask. Why come now on Aruba and not in the United States? Or did you try that?
We talked to people. Yeah, Asa from CBS News, Elizabeth Prawn, which is Greta Van Susteren's producer. We have letters, emails that we...
Tell them the whole story. FBI,
I called the FBI, but it's like nobody's going to believe us. But how come not let's go to the place that's been blackballed?
Right.
And we're the only... And remember, we didn't stick our nose in this. She asked us to come. So she opened the dialogue, and so if she says she didn't or whatever, it's like we have everything.
And if people want to call us whack,
if you want to, prove us wrong.
Investigate it.
You know what?
Exactly.
Prove us wrong. Anybody. We have been in contact with the Kingdom Relations. We have emails after emails to Holland. And if they're watching this tonight, we have emails after emails we could pull up, and we said, you've got to look into this. We are two people that are nobody, but we have everything.
Right.
And nobody else has this.
You have all the proof. You can.
We have all the proof. We have all the proof plus tape recorded conversations, and we played for the prosecutor, your former prosecutor, Karen Janssen.